The proof that you have been waiting for is closer than you think. And what is about to unfold in this video will show you exactly why everything you have been through was leading to this very moment. As a Sagittarius, you have spent a long time wondering if the path you chose was the right one. You have questioned yourself in the dark hours. You have second-guessed decisions that once felt certain. You have watched other people seem to glide forward while you felt like you were pushing through invisible resistance with every step. And through all of that, something inside you refused to quit. Something kept whispering that you were on the verge of something real. That whisper was not delusional. It was not wishful thinking. It was the deepest part of you recognizing a truth that your mind had not yet caught up with. You are exactly where you need to be. The signs confirming your direction are arriving now, not in some vague, distant future. Now, and if you stay with me through every single tip in this video, you will begin to see those signs with a clarity that changes how you move through the rest of your life. Something shifted in the energy around your sign recently, and this is not something to take lightly. What is coming will require you to be ready. So settle in, take a breath, and let this land exactly where it needs to. Tip 1. The delays were not punishment. They were preparation. If there is one thing that has tested your patience more than anything else, it is the feeling that things should have happened by now. You look at where you are and you measure it against where you thought you would be at this point in your life, and the gap between the two has felt unbearable at times. You planned, you worked, you put in effort that nobody else saw, and still results came slower than you expected. People around you seemed to get rewarded for doing half of what you did, and you were left standing there wondering what you were doing wrong. That wondering became a wound, and that wound became a belief. The belief that maybe the universe forgot about you. Maybe your fire was not bright enough. Maybe you were meant for something smaller than what your heart kept reaching for. But here is the truth that you need to let sink all the way in. The delays were never punishment. They were never a sign that you were on the wrong path. They were preparation. Every single month that felt wasted was actually doing something beneath the surface that you could not see at the time. It was building your endurance. It was deepening your wisdom. It was refining your vision so that when the real opportunity arrived, you would not just be ready for it. You would be perfectly shaped for it. Like a key being carved by life itself to fit a lock that no one else could open. Think about all the things you learned during the waiting. Think about the patience you developed that you did not have 5 years ago. Think about the emotional resilience you built from surviving situations that should have flattened you but did not. Think about the clarity you gained about what truly matters to you versus what you only thought mattered because the world told you it should. None of that clarity would exist without the delays. None of that depth would be available to you if things had come easily and quickly. You would be standing on a shallow foundation instead of the deep, unshakable one you have now. There is a reason certain things did not work out when you wanted them to. The relationship that ended was not a failure. It was a redirection. The job you lost was not a punishment. It was a removal of something that would have kept you too small. The door that closed was not the universe rejecting you. It was the universe protecting you from rooms that were never built for someone your size. And now, finally, you are beginning to see that. Not because someone told you, but because the evidence is starting to arrive. Small things are aligning in ways that feel almost uncanny. Thoughts you have been holding are suddenly being reflected back to you by strangers. Opportunities are whispering at the edges of your awareness. Conversations are shifting in tone. The people around you are starting to look at you differently. Not because you changed overnight, but because the version of you that was being prepared in the dark is finally stepping into the light. That is what preparation does. It does not announce itself. It reveals itself gradually and then all at once. And your moment of all at once is approaching faster than you realize. So stop grieving the delays. Stop treating the timeline you imagined as the one that was meant for you. Your actual timeline is more intelligent than anything your mind could have designed. Trust it, honor it, and watch what happens when you stop fighting the pace and start flowing with it. Because the proof is not just arriving. It was being built with every single day you thought nothing was happening. Tip 2. The people who doubted you are about to become your greatest evidence. You remember them. You might not talk about them often, but you remember every single one. The people who looked at your ideas and smiled that polite, dismissive smile. The ones who told you to be realistic. The ones who warned you that dreaming too big would only lead to disappointment. The ones who made you feel foolish for believing in things they could not see. Some of them were strangers. Some were acquaintances. But some of them were the people closest to you. And those were the ones whose doubt cut the deepest. As a Sagittarius, you are naturally someone who shares your vision with enthusiasm. You get excited about possibilities and you want the people around you to feel that excitement too. But not everyone has the capacity to hold your vision with you. Some people hear your dreams and measure them against their own limitations. They do not see what you see because they are looking through a lens shaped by their own fears, their own failures, their own reasons for playing small. And when they tell you to lower your expectations, they are not trying to protect you. They are trying to protect themselves from the discomfort of watching someone else reach for something they were too afraid to reach for. But something is shifting now, and it is shifting in a way that you can feel in your bones even if you cannot fully articulate it yet. The things you have been building quietly, the growth you have been experiencing internally, the foundation you have been laying in silence, it is starting to become visible. Not in an explosive, overnight way, but in a steady, undeniable way that cannot be ignored. Results are beginning to trickle in. Small wins are stacking up. The vision you held alone for so long is starting to take physical shape. And the same people who doubted you are starting to notice. This is not about revenge. This is not about proving people wrong to make yourself feel superior. That kind of motivation burns hot but burns out quickly. This is about something much deeper. This is about the quiet satisfaction of knowing that you trusted yourself when no one else did. That you kept going when every external signal told you to stop. That you held your fire steady in a world that tried to extinguish it at every turn. The doubters are not your enemies. They are your evidence. Every person who told you it could not be done becomes part of the story of how it got done anyway. What matters now is how you carry this season. Do not shrink to make the people who doubted you feel comfortable. Do not dim your results to avoid making someone else feel bad about their own inaction. And do not waste a single second trying to convince anyone who still does not believe. The proof is arriving. It does not need your narration. Let your life speak. Let your transformation be so loud that it echoes without you ever having to raise your voice. The best response to doubt was never words. It was always outcome. And your outcomes are on their way. Hold your head steady. Stay humble but stay firm. You knew something they did not. And now the world is catching up to what your spirit recognized years ago. That feeling of quiet vindication you are beginning to experience is not ego. It is alignment. It is the deep relief of finally seeing the external world match the internal truth you have been carrying all along. Let it wash over you. You earned every drop of it. If what you are hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That is exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you are tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Tip 3. Your intuition has been sending signals, and it is time to trust them fully. There is a voice inside you that speaks before your logic kicks in. It does not use lengthy arguments. It does not present evidence. It does not give you a 10-step plan. Just knows. It lands in your gut like a stone dropping into still water. Sometimes it tells you to move towards something. Sometimes it tells you to walk away. Sometimes it tells you nothing specific at all. It just makes your skin prickle or your chest tighten or your breath catch in a way that has no rational explanation. That voice is your intuition. And as a Sagittarius, it is one of the most powerful tools you possess. But you have not always trusted it. And there are good reasons for that. You have lived in a world that rewards logic, analysis, and proof. You have been surrounded by people who want to know why you feel a certain way before they will take your feelings seriously. And so over time, you learn to question the voice. You learn to override it with reasoning. You learn to talk yourself out of things your body already knew were true. And almost every time you did that, almost every time you chose logic over instinct, you ended up regretting it. Think about the moments in your life where you knew something but did not act on it. The relationship you stayed in even though something felt off from the beginning. The opportunity you passed on because it did not make sense on paper, even though your whole being was saying yes. The warning your gut gave you about a person or a situation that you ignored because you wanted to believe the best. In almost every case, your intuition was right. Not approximately right. Exactly right. The information it was giving you was ahead of what your conscious mind could process, and it was trying to save you time, pain, and energy. This is not mystical thinking. Your intuition is the result of your subconscious mind processing thousands of signals that your conscious mind does not have the bandwidth to notice. It picks up on micro-expressions, tonal shifts, environmental cues, patterns from past experiences, and subtle energy changes that are invisible to your thinking brain but perfectly visible to your feeling body. When your gut tells you something, it is not guessing. It is calculating at a speed and depth that logic cannot match. And right now, your intuition is louder than it has been in a long time. You are feeling pulled in a specific direction. You are sensing that something is about to shift. You are getting those quiet nudges. The ones that feel like something you have experienced before, or unexplainable certainty, or dreams that seem to carry messages. These are not random occurrences. They are your internal navigation system recalibrating, because it knows that a major chapter is about to begin. The proof you have been looking for is not going to arrive through your thinking mind. It is going to arrive through your feeling body, through the moments where something clicks into place and you cannot explain why, but you know it is right. Trust that. Stop waiting for your brain to catch up before you honor what your gut already knows. Your logic will catch up eventually. It always does. But your intuition is the scout that goes ahead and clears the path. Let it lead. Follow it without apology, because the track you are on is being confirmed not by what you can see, but by what you can feel. And that feeling is more reliable than any external validation will ever be. Tip 4. The discomfort you are feeling is the growing pain of your next level. Nobody talks about this part. They talk about breakthroughs and transformations and leveling up as though these things arrive wrapped in a bow with a celebration attached. But the reality is far less glamorous. The reality is that right before every major shift in your life, there is a period of profound discomfort, a season where nothing feels right, where your old life does not fit anymore but your new life has not fully formed yet, where you feel like you are standing in a doorway, too far in to go back but unable to see what is on the other side. That is where you are right now, and that is exactly where you need to be. As a Sagittarius, you are wired for forward motion. You are designed to expand, to explore, to push boundaries. But expansion is not comfortable. It requires stretching. And stretching, by definition, means being pulled beyond your current shape. Your muscles ache when they grow. Your skin itches when it heals. Your mind resists when it is being asked to hold a bigger version of reality. These are not signs that something is wrong. These are signs that something is working. Think about every major leap you have taken in your life. Before the breakthrough, was there not a period of tension? A time when everything felt stuck, uncertain, and almost unbearable. And then, seemingly out of nowhere, the breakthrough happened. Not because the discomfort was pointless, but because the discomfort was the process. It was the pressure that your system needed in order to reorganize itself at a higher level. Like a seed breaking through its shell. The breaking is not the end of the seed. It is the beginning of the plant. The discomfort you are experiencing right now is not a sign that you are on the wrong track. It is the strongest evidence that you are on the right one. Wrong paths do not produce growing pains. They produce numbness. They produce that flat, gray feeling where nothing hurts but nothing excites you either. Growing pains are specific. They are sharp. They are localized in the areas of your life that are being called to expand. If your relationships feel uncomfortable, it is because you are outgrowing old relational patterns. If your career feels tight, it is because your capacity has expanded beyond what your current role can contain. If your inner world feels chaotic, it is because old belief systems are being dismantled to make room for new ones. This is not falling apart. This is reorganizing. And the difference between the two is everything. When something falls apart, there is no purpose to the destruction. But when something reorganizes, every piece of disruption is in service to a higher order. A puzzle being taken apart so it can be put back together in a way that actually works. That is what is happening inside you right now. Pieces are shifting. Old structures are loosening. Beliefs that once felt solid are crumbling. And in their place, something stronger is forming. Your job in this season is not to fix the discomfort. Your job is to endure it with awareness. To sit inside the tension and remind yourself that this is the price of growth. That every great version of yourself on the other side of this discomfort needed this exact pressure to come into existence. Do not medicate it away. Do not distract yourself from it. Do not run from it the way you have run from discomfort before. Stay, breathe, and trust that what is being built inside you right now is worth every moment of uncertainty you are feeling, because it is, and you will see that clearly, very, very soon. Tip 5. Proof does not always arrive the way you expect it to. You have been looking for evidence that your life is heading in the right direction. That is natural. Every human being wants to feel that their efforts are not being wasted, that their struggles have meaning, that the path they are walking leads somewhere worth arriving. But here is where your sign gets tripped up. You have a very specific picture in your mind of what that proof is supposed to look like. And because of that rigid expectation, you have been missing the proof that has already arrived. You expected a phone call. Instead, you got a quiet knowing. You expected a dramatic opportunity. Instead, you got a subtle shift in how people respond to you. You expected fireworks. Instead, you got a steady warmth that has been building so gradually you almost did not notice it. The universe does not always speak in headlines. Sometimes it speaks in whispers. And for a sign that loves big, bold, unmistakable signs, whispers can feel like silence. But they are not silence. They are confirmation. Every small synchronicity you have experienced lately, every moment where a thought you were carrying suddenly appeared in a conversation, a song, a passing comment from a stranger, that was the universe confirming your direction. Every closed door that led you to a better window, every unexpected delay that kept you from a situation that would have pulled you backward, every quiet morning where you woke up and felt, for no explainable reason, that something good was on its way. Those are not coincidences. Those are coordinates, and they are all pointing in the same direction. The problem is that you have been trained to only recognize proof when it is loud, when it comes with certificates and celebrations and undeniable external validation. But the deepest proof is often internal. It is that shift in your energy when you realize you no longer want the things you used to chase. It is the calm that settles over you when you think about your future. Not the old anxious excitement, but a grounded, steady certainty that was not there before. It is the way you have been handling challenges recently with a maturity and grace that surprises even you. These internal shifts are proof. They are evidence that you have grown in ways that have not yet been reflected in your external circumstances, but will be. Think of it like planting a garden. You put the seeds in the ground, you water them, you tend to the soil, and for weeks, maybe even months, you see nothing. The ground looks exactly the same, and if you only measure progress by what is visible above the surface, you would conclude that nothing is happening. But beneath that surface, roots are spreading, systems are forming, life is organizing itself in the dark, hidden from your view, preparing for the moment when it breaks through into the light. That is where your proof is right now. It is in the root system. It is in the invisible infrastructure that has been developing through every tear you shed, every lesson you learned, every boundary you set, every time you chose yourself when it would have been easier not to. The visible results are coming, but they are coming as the fruit of a tree that has already been growing for a very long time. Stop looking only at the surface. Start recognizing the deeper evidence, because when you learn to see proof in its quiet forms, you realize that the universe has been confirming your path all along. You just needed to adjust your eyes. Tip 6. The right people are being drawn to your energy right now. Something you may not have fully noticed yet is that the social landscape around you is shifting. Not dramatically, not in a way that announces itself with flashing lights. But if you pay close attention, you will see it. New people are beginning to appear in your orbit. Conversations are deepening in unexpected ways. Connections that once felt surface level are suddenly opening up into something more meaningful. And some people who have been in your life for a long time are starting to feel different. Not necessarily worse, just different. Like the frequency between you has changed and you are both trying to figure out if you are still tuned to the same station. This is not random. This is a direct consequence of the internal work you have been doing. As you grow, as you shift your energy, as you become more aligned with your true path, you begin to emit a different signal. And that signal attracts a different kind of person. People who match where you are going, not where you have been. People who challenge you to think bigger, not people who need you to stay small so they feel comfortable. People who see the version of you that you are becoming and are drawn to that frequency rather than the one you are leaving behind. This can feel confusing because your heart is loyal. You do not want to leave behind the people who were there for you during the hard times. You feel a deep sense of obligation to maintain those connections, even when they no longer nourish you. and that loyalty is one of your most admirable qualities. But loyalty becomes toxic when it requires you to suppress your own evolution. When staying connected to certain people means dimming your light, so they do not feel threatened by your brightness. When maintaining a relationship means pretending you have not changed when every cell in your body knows you have. The right people for this chapter of your life are not going to ask you to shrink. They are going to celebrate your expansion. They are not going to be intimidated by your growth. They are going to be inspired by it. They are not going to need you to explain or justify or apologize for becoming more of who you are. They are going to look at you with recognition. The kind that says, "I see you and I am walking in the same direction." Pay attention to who is showing up now. Pay attention to the new conversations, the unexpected encounters, the strangers who seem to understand you in ways that people who have known you for decades never did. These arrivals are not accidental. They are proof that your energy is shifting into alignment with your true path. The universe sends people who match your frequency, and if better people are arriving, it means your frequency has risen. This does not mean you need to burn bridges with your past. It means you need to build new ones toward your future. Hold the old connections loosely. Release them with love if they need to go. And open your arms to what is coming, because the people who are being drawn to you right now are not just companions for the journey. They are confirmation that the journey is real. They are proof that the direction you are heading is the right one. And their presence in your life is one of the clearest signs the universe could possibly send. Let them in, even if it feels vulnerable, even if you are not sure yet. Let them in and watch what happens when you are finally surrounded by people who match your fire instead of trying to contain it. Tip 7. Your relationship with rest is about to transform everything. This might be the tip you resist the most, because as a Sagittarius, rest has always felt like the opposite of progress. Sitting still feels like falling behind. Taking a break feels like losing momentum. The idea of doing nothing makes your skin crawl because your mind is always racing forward, always planning the next move, always calculating what needs to happen next. You have worn your busyness like a badge of honor for so long that the thought of putting it down feels like admitting weakness. But here is what you need to hear, and you need to hear it clearly. Your inability to rest is not a sign of strength. It is a sign that you do not fully trust the process. You keep pushing because deep down you believe that if you stop, everything will collapse. That the only thing keeping your life together is constant effort. That the moment you take your hands off the wheel, everything you have built will fall apart. And that belief is exhausting you in ways you do not even realize. Rest is not the absence of progress. Rest is where progress is consolidated. Think about how muscles grow. You do not get stronger during the workout. You get stronger during the recovery. The workout creates the stress. The rest creates the adaptation. Without rest, the stress just accumulates until something breaks. Your mind works the same way. Your spirit works the same way. Your creative energy works the same way. You need periods of intentional stillness, not to stop moving forward, but to allow everything you have been doing to integrate and take root. The most productive seasons of your life have always followed periods of genuine rest. Think about it. After a vacation where you truly disconnected, after a season of illness that forced you to slow down, after a stretch where life circumstances made you pause whether you wanted to or not, what happened after those periods? You came back sharper. You came back with clarity you did not have before. You came back with ideas and energy that seemed to appear out of nowhere. That was not magic. That was the result of giving your system the space it needed to recalibrate. You are in a season right now where rest is not optional. It is essential. The level you are about to step into requires a version of you that is rested, clear, and full. Not the depleted, running on fumes version that has been dragging itself through the days wondering why everything feels harder than it should. You cannot receive what is coming for you if your hands are too full and your body is too tired to hold it. You have to create space, and space is created through rest. This does not mean you stop working entirely. It means you change your relationship with stillness. Instead of seeing it as laziness, see it as strategy. Instead of feeling guilty when you take a break, feel proud that you are investing in your own sustainability. Instead of pushing through exhaustion to prove something to no one, honor the signals your body is giving you and respond with care instead of resistance. The Sagittarius who learns to rest strategically becomes absolutely unstoppable. because they combine all the natural fire and ambition of their sign with a calm, centered foundation that most people never develop. That combination is rare, and it is available to you right now if you are willing to let go of the idea that rest is the enemy. It is not your enemy, it is your most underutilized weapon. Start using it, and watch what happens when you finally give your fire the oxygen it needs to burn at its absolute brightest. Tip 8. The old version of you served its purpose. Now let it go. There is a version of you that got you to this point. A version that was built to survive certain seasons, navigate certain challenges, and function in certain environments. That version was necessary. It was brave. It was resourceful. It did what it needed to do to keep you safe, keep you moving, and keep you alive during periods when life was not gentle with you. And for that, you owe it your deepest respect. But that version has reached the end of its usefulness. And continuing to operate from that outdated identity is the single biggest thing standing between you and the proof you have been asking for. Think about it this way. The version of you that learned to be hyper-independent because trusting people was too risky. That version protected you when you needed protection. But now it is preventing you from receiving the support and connection that your next chapter requires. The version of you that learned to keep your dreams small so you would not be disappointed. That version cushioned the blow of early failures. But now it is capping your vision at a level that is far below your actual potential. The version of you that learned to please everyone in order to keep the peace. That version helped you navigate environments where authenticity was dangerous. But now it is draining your energy and diluting your truth. Every survival mechanism has an expiration date, and the sign that it has expired is not that it stops working. It is that it starts working against you. The armor that once protected your heart is now preventing it from beating at full capacity. The walls that once kept danger out are now keeping possibilities from getting in. The habits that once helped you cope are now the very things you need to release in order to grow. This is not a betrayal of who you were. This is an honoring of who you are becoming. You can be grateful for the old version and still let it go. You can acknowledge its service and still choose to evolve beyond it. You can love the person you were and still recognize that staying as that person is no longer an option. Growth demands this of you. Your sign demands this of you. The proof that is arriving demands a you that is current, not a you that is operating from a version of reality that no longer exists. Letting go of an old identity is one of the most disorienting things a human being can do. You might not know who you are for a while. You might feel like you are floating between two versions of yourself with no solid ground beneath you. That is normal. That is the space between who you were and who you are becoming. And even though it feels unstable, it is actually the most fertile ground you will ever stand on. Because in that space, anything is possible. You are not locked into old patterns. You are not bound by old beliefs. You are free to choose who you want to be next. And for a Sagittarius, freedom is everything. This is the ultimate freedom. Not the freedom to go somewhere new, but the freedom to become someone new. Someone who is aligned with the life that is trying to reach you. Someone who is ready for the proof that is arriving. Someone whose identity matches the magnitude of what is ahead. Let the old version rest. Did its job. Now it is time for the version of you that was always meant to take over. The one that has been waiting in the wings, watching patiently, knowing that eventually, you would be ready to let it lead. Some people watch, others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This is not about waiting. It is about moving. Tip 9. You are being asked to trust without seeing the full picture. This is perhaps the most difficult thing your sign is being asked to do right now. Because you are someone who loves clarity. You want to see where the path leads before you commit to walking it. You want to understand the plan before you invest your energy. You want guarantees before you take risks. And in a perfect world, all of that would be available to you. But the kind of transformation you are moving through does not operate in a perfect world. It operates in the unknown. And the unknown is asking something very specific of you. It is asking you to trust. Not blind trust. Not reckless, throw caution to the wind trust, but a deep-rooted, gut-level trust that the ground will appear beneath your feet, even when you cannot see it yet. This is the trust of the archer who releases the arrow without being able to see where it lands. The trust that the trajectory is true even when the target is hidden by distance and darkness. The trust that what you have built inside yourself, your character, your resilience, your wisdom, your fire, is enough to carry you through whatever comes next. This kind of trust does not come naturally. It is developed, and it is developed through exactly the kind of experiences you have been going through. Every time life asked you to take a step into the unknown and you survived, your trust muscle got a little stronger. Every time a situation that looked impossible somehow resolved itself, your faith deepened a little more. Every time you had no idea how things were going to work out and they worked out anyway, a piece of you learned that the universe has a track record with you. And that track record is overwhelmingly positive. Look at the evidence. Not the evidence you have been waiting for, the evidence you already have. Look at your life. You are still here. After everything. After every loss, every setback, every heartbreak, every moment where you thought you could not go on, you are still here. And not only are you still here, you are stronger than you were before any of it happened. That is not luck. That is pattern. That is proof that something beyond your understanding has been supporting you all along. Something you cannot name but can feel. Something that has caught you every time you thought you were falling. That same something is active right now. It is arranging circumstances in your favor even as you hear these words. It is positioning people and opportunities and insights along your path in ways you will not recognize until later. And it is asking you to do one thing in return. Trust. Not because the picture is clear, but because the painter has never let you down. You do not need to see the whole canvas to know that something beautiful is being created. You just need to keep showing up with your brush in hand. The proof that you are on the right track does not require your understanding. It only requires your participation. Keep walking. Keep trusting. Keep placing one foot in front of the other even when the fog is thick and the road is uncertain. Because the fog is temporary, and what lies on the other side of it is more magnificent than anything your mind has dared to imagine. You will look back on this period and understand why it had to unfold exactly the way it did. But that understanding comes later. Right now, all that is asked of you is faith. And faith has always been one of your greatest strengths, even when you forgot that it was. Tip 10. The momentum you feel building is real. And it is just the beginning. You have felt it. Maybe not every day. Maybe not consistently. But in certain moments. In quiet mornings before the world gets loud. In late nights when your mind finally settles. In those brief flashes between thoughts. You have felt something building. A gathering. A convergence. A sense that invisible forces are lining up behind you like an army preparing for a charge. It is not something you can point to or measure or prove to anyone else, but it is there, and it is real. That momentum is the cumulative result of every decision you have made, every lesson you have learned, every boundary you have set, every tear you have shed, and every time you chose to keep going when giving up would have been easier. It is not arriving from outside you. It is erupting from within you, like a volcano that has been building pressure underground for years, and is finally approaching the moment of release. The pressure was never pointless. It was power being stored, and that power is about to move in ways that will reshape your landscape entirely. This is the part of the journey where many people give up. Right here, right at the edge of the breakthrough, because the building phase feels almost identical to the stalling phase. The tension feels the same. The uncertainty feels the same. The impatience feels the same. And so people mistake proximity for distance. They think they are at the beginning when they are actually at the end. They quit at the 90-yard line because the finish line is not visible yet. Do not be one of those people. You are too close now, too invested, too prepared. The momentum is real and it does not need much more from you. Just a little more patience, a little more trust, and a lot more commitment to staying the course. Pay attention to the small accelerations happening around you, the way things are beginning to move faster, the way responses are coming quicker, the way doors are not just opening but opening before you even knock, the way ideas are flowing with less resistance, the way your energy is shifting from heavy and stuck to light and forward moving. These are not random fluctuations. These are indicators that you have reached critical mass, that the scale is about to tip, that the compound effect of everything you have invested is about to deliver a return that will make the entire journey worth it. Your sign was built for this kind of surge. The archer does not just aim. The archer waits for the perfect moment of release. And that moment is not chosen by the mind. It is felt by the body. a knowing that arrives in the muscles, in the breath, in the heartbeat. A moment where everything aligns and the only thing left to do is let go of the string and trust the arrow. You are in that moment. The string is pulled back as far as it can go. The tension is at its peak, and the release is imminent. Do not tighten your grip. Do not second-guess the angle. Do not look away from the target. You have done the work. You have paid the price. You have earned what is coming. And the proof that you are on the right track is not just arriving. It is here, in the momentum you feel, in the clarity that is sharpening, in the conviction that is solidifying in your chest like concrete setting into a foundation that nothing can shake. This is just the beginning. What you are feeling now is the first wave of something much larger. And every wave after this one will be bigger, stronger, and more undeniable. You built this with your tears, with your patience, with your relentless refusal to settle for a life smaller than the one your soul came here to live. And now it is time to receive what you created. Not someday, not eventually. Now, everything you have heard in this video has been building to this moment. Not just the moment at the end of the video, but the moment in your life where everything you have been carrying begins to make sense. You have walked through fire and came out not burned but forged. You have survived seasons that were designed to break you, and instead they shaped you into something you did not even know you could become. You have held on to hope when there was no rational reason to hope, and that irrational, stubborn, beautiful faith is the very thing that kept the door to your future open when every logical mind would have sealed it shut. The proof is not some distant event on the horizon. It is already happening. It is in the way you responded to the last challenge, with wisdom instead of panic. It is in the decisions you are making now, from alignment instead of fear. It is in the quiet confidence that is replacing the old anxiety. It is in the way you are starting to recognize your own worth without needing someone else to validate it for you. These shifts are not small. They are seismic, and they are announcing to the entire universe that you are ready for what comes next. You do not need to chase it. You do not need to force it. You do not need to perform your readiness for anyone. You just need to keep being exactly who you are becoming. Keep walking the path you are on. Keep honoring the fire inside you that has refused to die no matter how many storms it endured. That fire is your proof. It always has been. The fact that you are still burning after everything, that is the most powerful evidence that you were built for something extraordinary. And here is what I want you to carry with you after this video ends. You were never lost. You were never behind. You were never wrong about what you felt in your heart. You were simply being prepared for a moment that required more of you than you had at the time. And now, you have it. The depth, the strength, the wisdom, the clarity, the readiness, all of it. You are standing at the threshold of your next chapter with everything you need to walk through it. Not someday, not when conditions are perfect. Right now, with exactly who you are, with exactly what you have, with exactly where you stand. The proof is here. Can you see it? Can you feel it? It has been arriving in every lesson, every heartbreak, every delay, every quiet morning where you chose to believe in yourself one more time. It has been arriving in the faces of new people who look at you with recognition, in the old patterns that are finally falling away, in the new energy that is rising up through your body like a tide that nothing can hold back. You are on the right track. You always were. And now, the universe is finally making that undeniably, unmistakably clear. Trust what you feel, honor what you have built, and step into the next chapter with the full power of everything you are. You have two options after this video: close it and hope things shift, or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving. The only question is whether you are.